Hi, welcome to the Compassion Project. Today, we're going to be playing a game of Cool to Connect Couple. And I'm here today with Tara Williams and Kurtis Jake. Is it Jake's?
Jake's.
Jake's. And welcome. This is my brave couple. Kurtis didn't even know what he was getting into. So, and I do have to say thank you, Kurtis, because I love a man that's like, okay, I'll do it for my woman, but I have no idea what I'm doing. So, Tara and Kurtis have been together for 8 years. They have a combined family with 4 children. Ben is 17, Carson 13, Phoenix 13, and Roman 12. And they actually got engaged recently during the pandemic on September 26th. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, super excited for you guys. And I'm really impressed because the pandemic, I think couples could go either way. It was really tough on couples, or it could bring you closer together. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Kurtis has been with the World Financial Group for 21 years. And Tara has been with the World Financial Group for 11 years. They own and operate the branch here in Kelowna, Canada, and they are the executive marketing directors. So that's really impressive too, that you work together. Because I think as couples, to be able to work together and now you're getting married, I just think that's impressive. Yeah. So
thank you. We do everything together.
That's good.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so before we start the game, so what we're doing today was we're playing Cool to Connect. It is an incredible game. It was created by Dana Clark, a girl from Toronto, Canada. She has a company called Heroic Humans, and she wanted to make connection cool again. So she created this deck of 52 cards, and they're thought-provoking questions. So Tara and Kurtis have no idea what questions they're going to answer today, but it gets a really good conversation going. So I'll shuffle them. We'll ask a question, and you guys can decide who wants to answer it first. Okay. So we can kind of decide. But before we get started, if you don't mind, Tara, maybe telling us how you met, because I love to hear how people met.
I always tell the story that he stalked me.
Oh.
We worked in the same office, and then I wasn't really looking for anything, and I don't know, you were single, and we just kind of started hanging out.
We
became friends first. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was friends. We have a basis of a friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it just kind of evolved into what it is today.
Well,
but she couldn't say no, Jane.
Exactly. But it started at the company that you were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a scandal, okay? It wasn't a scandal.
No scandal.
No.
A lot of couples meet at the workplace. My husband was a pilot. I was a flight attendant. Oh, it happens. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to shuffle this up.
Okay.
Come around so everyone knows that I didn't actually. Okay, I just let the universe decide. Just shuffle. Okay, here we go. First question. You ready?
I guess so.
First question. Oh, I like this question. What do you want to be remembered for? So, because questions can be kind of deep. It's like, oh, so you have to take a minute to really think about it. But it's a good question. What do you want to be remembered for? Does anyone have an answer?
Do you want to go first?
Okay. That's a good question.
It's deep, right? I know, because sometimes we don't. That's why I like this. Sometimes you don't think about stuff like that, and it's like, what do I want to be remembered for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, more like my spirit, just the free, fun-loving spirit.
Who you really are, then, right?
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah. Definitely. It's it's prevalent being staying in touch with your inner child. I think that's a huge thing, because we grow up and we have to be adults. We have to adult.
Yeah,
There's all
yeah.
this pressure to perform or be something that you're not. So I think just staying true to oneself is definitely what I want to be remembered for.
Yeah, do you know what? I love to listen to Wayne Dyer and all these different personal growth. Oh, he's probably my favorite. But the other day I was listening to something, you know what he said? And I'm like, that's so me. Because my husband always bugs me. Does everything have to be fun all the time? I'm like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
And so Wayne Dyer says, your body is going to age, but
Right.
you do not have to let an old person move in.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right? So why,
Absolutely.
if you're older, why do you have to be old inside? You can still be young, and which is what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's your mindset.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, so you let her go first, Kurtis. Now you have to beat that. So what's your answer?
Oh, man. I'm always impacted by people who make me feel good just having a conversation with them. So I remember those people, right? Like I remember meeting you a couple years ago when you came down to our branch and said hi. And so I try to make a point of making sure that I try to make people feel better about themselves and what's going on in the world. That's kind of a conscious thing I try to do with people, because I find that right now, we're all working online like we're doing today, but we can really miss the human element because we can't get together. So I just want to remember for that person. I'm most people think I'm a good guy, and I take pride in that people feel better after they speak with me or we interact.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that, because there's that famous line on people will never remember what you said or what you did, but they will always remember how you made them feel.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. That's a good thing to be remembered for, because that's like a legacy, and I think when people say, wonder, oh, what is my legacy I'm going to leave? And I listen to Oprah Winfrey too, and she a lot, and she Maya Angelou was her like mentor.
Mm-hmm.
And Oprah Winfrey had said to her one day, I opened the school in Africa and it's going to be my legacy. And Maya Angelou said to Oprah, you have no idea what your legacy is. And Oprah's like, yeah, it's my legacy, the school. She said, no. She said, your legacy is every life you have touched, every person you've been kind to and showed compassion to, because it's a ripple effect that those people leave and are better because of you, and they're kinder to their family or their friends. And I was like, okay, that's amazing. Right?
Yes.
That's a legacy. It doesn't have to be one specific thing. It's people remembering that you're kind and how you made them feel.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, see? Good. All right. Ready for the next question?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you feel the most like yourself? Your face it's so funny when I read the question. I've answered all of these. I've played this game so many times. So where or how do you feel the most like yourself? It's got to be something playful, I'm guessing, for Tara, right?
Yeah, it's on the dance floor when I'm dancing. Yeah, absolutely. Where there's no cares in the world and it's just you and the music.
Okay, because you used to be a DJ, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You when was that in your teenage years when you were or early 20s?
I think I started when I was 19, 18, 19.
Mm-hmm.
And then I retired a couple times. I think the last time was just after we started dating.
Yeah, I didn't mind DJing.
You have the music, that love for music. So I guess there's not many places you can go dancing in a pandemic. Do you dance at home?
Yes, we do dance at home. Yeah, absolutely.
That's good. Put the music on and dance. Okay, I love that. So that's like your free inner person is just being free to like dancing. Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
She's going to make a comeback. She will. Just wait for the kids to get a little bit older and then they have a bit more time to do stuff like that, right? You can make a comeback.
Yeah, we've talked about coming out of retirement when the kids are older.
Yeah.
I have more time.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I like it. And what about you, Kurtis? When do you feel most like yourself?
Oh, I love sports. So I've always feel like that's a way to express yourself. So to clear my head, I go shoot hoops, and I can spend like an hour up there. I'm just a big sports fan. I like all sports. I grew up playing it. I think it was a big part of my life and building my confidence, because when you're a kid, you're so awkward and insecure, and kids are mean. And I hid in my teams that I was on, my hockey teams, my basketball teams, whatever. And I see it's really sad for the kids right now because they can't play anything. My boys' high school basketball year gets wiped out by the pandemic, right? And that's like their best year. They wanted to go to provincials and all this sort of stuff. So we're just trying to hold his hand through it. I think you said it earlier. Just trying to love all over him and keep it there. But I just find my happy spot is watching, playing sports. Maybe I need a deeper answer than that. That's just who I am.
No,
right?
You don't need a deeper answer. It's really good because sports, I think though they bring you into the present moment. Like you don't have to worry about anything when you're in the midst of playing a sport. And we all want to do things in life that bring us to the present moment, whether it's walking your dog in Mission Creek or riding a horse. I see the horse in the background. Riding a horse, or sports like that. Like when my husband used to play hockey, you don't think about anything else.
Right.
You're just there. And I do think it's so hard on the teenagers and with their sports. And there's been a lot of sad stories around the pandemic and some young adults or teenagers that have lost that connection or that, which was everything to them.
Yeah.
Is that your older son that played hockey? Is that hockey?
So he's a basketball player.
And basketball. And so no basketball. There was no basketball at all?
No.
Not in high school.
They're playing. They're practicing, but they can't play. There's too many health restrictions. So it's pretty well wiped out for the year. Right. So, but it's that's worldwide, right? It's not all the kids are dealing with it. So, and the parents, I just enjoyed going to his games and our youngest is playing flag football, but they're just practicing. So all the parents are sitting in the trucks waiting for the kids because they can't go into the dome to watch them. So we've had like a little party out there a couple of times with the parents. We're all sitting in our trucks, rolled down the window. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? But it's just a weird world right now, right? But
it is.
Yeah.
And I think if we can teach our children to like resilience and that we can get through anything in a way, it'll probably be better for like they can look back and be like, we got through this. It's something that they will have made it through. But we have a grandson, Maurice, that plays hockey. And so Ed takes him to hockey practice on Tuesdays. And same thing, he has to sit in the truck. He's 6 years old. You should bring him in with his little mask on. He does his practice and you don't get to see that he, how he's doing. My husband tries to, sneak in the arena a couple minutes before it's over just to see. But I thought, so sad. You sit in the truck. Yeah. But they don't know. Kids are more resilient. Like he's happy. He doesn't know anything. Sure. He comes out, right? Yeah. So, but just an interesting time that we'll all get through. Good answers, both of you. Okay. Well, okay. I have a question, but now this is interesting. This question kind of, everyone's always like, just tell me the question. Kind of like the first one, but I'll read it. Who are you here to be?
I didn't know these questions were going to be so deep. Yeah.
No, they're like thought-provoking questions.
They are. They're very thought-provoking.
Who are you here to be? So you guys have got super powerful questions because that's a big, because the first one was who do you want to be remembered for? Which is similar, but it'll be a different answer.
You can go first this time.
Yeah, sure. I'll go first.
Okay.
I think I know the answer to this. Yeah, I think I just believe that there's so much more in us than what we do, right? Like there's our potential as a human is infinite. What we could do, you know, in our careers, be parents, husbands, wives, whatever. And so I just want to grow every year, right? And like we talked about off air, like not be 85 and waiting to die, like be 85 but still be excited about life. You know, whether I make it that long, I don't know, but you know, whatever long you make it, that you're just that success is infinite. You know, you can be successful, but you can always be happier. You can always be, you know, that you just never have a line that you draw and say, okay, that's it, I'm done. You know, success. What I know about successful people is they never look at it like, and success can be anything. It can be money, relationships, parenting, volunteering, whatever. That there isn't a place where you've already arrived and that's it. I don't need to grow anymore or be something better. So if I can just be better every year, I think everything works out.
Wow, that's good. And yeah, I agree on this too, because I actually every year it's like if you could be better every day, right?
Yes.
Because then and some of the things I've listened to, it's like they say when you go to bed at night, to lay there and think, how did I do today? Kind of give yourself a little bit like, how did I do? I think on that personal growth aspect, like, was I forgiving? Was I loving? Was I compassionate? Was I kind? And if there's a moment in your day where you think, you know, I didn't handle that well with that person, it's like you forgive yourself. You say, I'm going to be better tomorrow. And the starting your day off with like, thank you for this day. I'm going to be better than I was tomorrow. That's what I do in the shower, Tara. I'm going to be better than I was yesterday. I'm going to be kinder, more compassionate. I'm going to be, and I do this in the shower. It's just whole like, and it's like, I'm looking at like, I have this chance today is a gift. I have an opportunity to be better than I was yesterday.
Yeah.
And so I think if you can, like you say, look at your life is more that personal growth, like so that we can just become more who we truly are, which is love and kindness and pure, I think, really. But we get lost in our brain and
we do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what my mom would say, who's like 82? She'd be like, no, dear, no, every moment you need to be better than the moment before. Like, oh. She said that to me on one of the lives. I'm like, every moment? Yes. You need to start fresh every moment, not every day or every, it's constantly not letting the past go and moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the challenge is not a lot of people think like that.
No.
Right? Yeah. So you have to kind of guard your associations and just take people for who they are and love all over them and see what happens.
Yeah. And I think we're constantly, not battling, but constantly learning to control our thoughts and how we think so that we can be present, because we get lost in that crazy thought thinking.
Yeah.
Good answer. See, I don't know if you should have let him go first. That was really good.
I don't know.
Right.
It's kind of my answer.
I took a chance. Got out there first.
Who are you here to be, Tara?
Yeah, it was kind of the same answer, you know, just being, we always talk about being a better version of ourselves. And I, you know, look at who I was even 11 years ago and who I am today, at almost a completely different person, but not really. Like there's lots of things that have stayed that are good, but lots of things that I've worked on as well. You know, just because I think, you know, children learn what they live, right? So I always kind of took that into account to what my children are learning. And who I can be as a person. So, you know, when I had Phoenix, that's what I was setting out to be, was just to be a better person. Like, what do I need to do and grow and develop? And we're talking about every moment. You know, we have to be better every moment. And we have a guy in our business, Ed Milet, who's actually a podcaster as well. But he talks about that, checking in with yourself every hour. And like, how are you doing every hour? Are you succeeding? Are you handling your goals? Like, are you getting better? And absolutely, you know, I think, I mean, there's so much more inside of us. I absolutely agree with that. And we never know what our potential is until we try it. Right. Yeah.
And I think you keep learning like your whole life. Once you, I actually never thought we were so complicated until I started doing personal growth. I'm like, what? I have to relearn or retrain my brain to be present and enjoy
Mhm.
this one. I think the pandemic has helped in a way. If people did look inward more during the
Mhm.
pandemic, it really was a time for personal growth and reflection and learning to find joy in the simplest things and moments, right? Compared to the
Mhm.
busy world, we're always out busy.
Yeah, I think definitely because the world got quiet, right? So just being okay with the quiet, which was, I think, really difficult especially for really outgoing people. Like it was hard for sure.
Yeah.
I'm very social, so I was like,
Yeah.
So you guys, your business, it's World Financial Group, you went in the pandemic to working at home. It's a big change, hey?
Yeah, it was absolutely, because we've also got fur babies, so we've got a dog, Duke.
4 children and the fur baby, work
And
from
4
home.
fur babies. And we have 3 cats. I know, don't ask.
And you got engaged. I'm just impressed with you two. That's awesome.
Welcome to our world. Yeah.
Yeah, I just keep complicating it.
Yeah.
So it
Well,
wasn't like a mutual decision to bring the cats, and they just showed up one day. And then, you know, that whole thing of not ask for permission but beg for forgiveness. That's kind of how that all works. So, but they're starting to grow on me now, right? So.
Oh, that sounds like my marriage. What is it? Don't ask for permission, beg for forgiveness.
Yeah.
That would be Ed and I.
Yeah.
Okay, that was awesome. I think you guys are great. I love the questions. Thank you
Those
so
were great
much
questions.
for playing. They were good questions.
Thank you for having us on, Jane. We really appreciate it.
Fantastic. I've had lots of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to bring a couple on every week. We'll see what the questions are, and it was great. Thank you everyone for watching, and yeah, thanks Tara. Thanks Kurtis.
Thanks, Jane.
Thank you, Jane.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.